This show's normally about life in Hollywood and people that have to live and survive in Hollywood. How do you guys, as outsiders, perceive Hollywood?
Would you like to start with this one?
No, I think no.
I actually think it's no different than working in Canada, except for the support system that Canada has versus the support system that the U.S. has. I think they're very different economies. Canada is very similar to other European countries that support filmmakers in a very specific way.
Now, when you say support system, you mean the fact that there's tax incentives, there's ways for indie filmmakers or young filmmakers to apply for different avenues to either get financing or get support from different places, that kind of thing, right?
Part of the reason why in countries outside of the United States, we all have, whether it's England or France or, the big first world countries that still have tons of incentives for domestically produced product or content, is because if they didn't do it, it would die. Now, what I find refreshing about being down here is that all the myths about people talking in platitudes, we got to get more TNA in the movie. We got to change the guy into a girl, make her younger, make her older. All that stuff is true, but it's true because they're aiming to please an audience. They're aiming to get people in the seat.
Like if you were going to approach like a producer and say, I want to make this movie, do they have like the cigar in the mouth like, not...
Interestingly enough, Canada is...
they don't have cigars.
No, actually...
Whoever we do have Cubans.
Canada is more of a television culture than it is a film culture. And people, I'm sure, in Canada may debate this fact, but we produce way more television content than we do film content, and most of the writers in the creative community in Canada are supported. They make their money largely off of television.
There are tons of people in Canada trying to make features, but
it's a different creative community.
It's a different creative community, yeah.
And that's different. So they don't have the.
I think what it is that the drive for storytelling. I mean, we don't want to put this in the wrong way. It's not that people don't care about their characters in Canada. They don't care about story. They don't care about
concept. Because they do, intimately.
Because they do, passionately. They really do. It's just that the approach is less about what's going to sell versus what's the independent story that I really want to tell.
And also, we got to tell everybody, too, the reason why we're shooting at a different setup today, or tonight, is because Jesse and Jeff are actually filming a podcast / web series thing. And they used our studio here at My Drink with Hollywood Studios in Hollywood.
We need to thank My Drink with Hollywood for not only having us here, but for letting us, use your studio space. Thank you, Michael.
And the office space too. I mean, we had plenty of offices to spare for you.
Our interns, our PAs, everybody was at your disposal.
You guys, to put that much machinery at our disposal, it's like
it was fantastic.
I thought it was like Titanic. I couldn't even.
Well, we are titans of the industry.
You are indeed. And in 2 web series. One is called Through the Lens, which is conversations with DOPs about the art of cinematography.
That's DPs in the States, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Whoa.
There's no of.
Oh, there's no of.
No,
it's just director of photography.
Yeah.
Look at those subtle differences.
Yeah.
And we're also doing another one called Above the Line, which is conversations with writers, directors, producers about the craft of telling stories.
Cool.
Yeah. Right now we're working on a project called When Jews Were Funny. That's one of the things we're actually the reason why we're here right now. Yeah. What's it about, Jeff?
It's a documentary about when Jews were funny. That's pretty much it.
That's what it's about. And it's directed by Alan Zweig, who does have a following, kind of successful documentary filmmaker in Canada.
Yeah. He is.
Yeah.
It's exploration of a boom in Jews in comedy, in the middle part of the century, and has it gone away, and if so, why? Why did it get there? Has it gone away? Why?
Great. And where can people see it when it's done?
You have to check it out on whenjewswerfunny.com.
I have a feeling it'll be a Jewish film festival, but I can't promise that, but I have a feeling. You spit things out, and then when they don't come to fruition, which is for
all the time,
best case is 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Right? Best case, I've never looked in Scott Rudin's development pile, but I can only imagine that if he's still making 8 movies a year, there's probably 60 or 70 being developed.
I look in his pile all the time.
I'm sure you do.
I just walk into Scott Rudin's office and I'm
and
like,
just
yo,
say, hey,
Scotty boy, what you got?
give me
What
the
you got?
pile.
Yeah, give me the pile. I'm gonna read it, and he's like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, because
sure.
he's known for being very nice.
I mean, but the point is that we have feature projects, and we have TV projects, both 1 hour and a half hour, and even some factual that we're always working on and taking out to the market.
You guys, more than most people I know, you guys really push the envelope. You guys work very hard to develop projects and take them places and try to get things made. Part of the topic of most of the episodes of this show is it's very hard to survive in this business, even if you're working. So you always have to create. That's why
on
you
a regular
dance.
basis.
Exactly. So how do you guys go about creating your own work and making sure that there is a pile there, that you're constantly
Two
working
words.
and developing?
Real estate.
So tell us a little bit about that, because I know you guys do that. So yeah.
Actually, I know many producers that they probably don't talk about it because most producers, all they do, of course, is produce.
Oh,
and they're always busy.
yeah, movies all the time.
Especially in Canada. I am so busy right now.
I am not ashamed to say that we are like a conventional car shop. We have one business paying for the other, and I think like many producers, it's. You're driven more by the passion of the business and by wanting to tell stories and by wanting to be in the business, and you find a way to stay in the business because you love it.
You're not going to get as many reboots in Canada as we do here.
Mon Oncle Antoine, the reboot. Meatballs, the beginning.
Well,
That would sell, actually.
I want to see the
Wait a minute.
They did a lot of sequels.
We just turn this off for a second. We can rewind again. Meatballs, the beginning.
Let's do it.
Actually, so let's do it.
Ready?
Okay, ready, handshake.